Alright, welcome. We're going to be out today going to several different area lakes, to swimming holes, beaches like this where the public comes out, lays out, swims, has a good time out here. We've got permission to be at these places. We've gone through the proper authorities to get permission at the different ones we're going to today. Got Sue Wilson and another hunter named Joline that's with us today, and they're going to be out doing some water hunting and beach hunting along the shores using AT Pros and AT Golds. I'm going to start out with the AT Gold, and I'm running in disc 1. I've got about 30 on the iron discrim. That way if I need to hit iron audio and check a bottle cap, I'll get that nice grunt sound when I go across it. Anything that still sounds very clean. I know it could be jewelry, might be a coin. Coins are generally a little more consistent. Some of them down in the clay and kind of water saturated ground get a little bouncy the deeper they get, but they're a lot more consistent than some of your junk targets are going to be. I'm going to start along this, and like I said, we'll probably get out here in the water in a bit and try to throw in a few tips and pointers along the way, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
He was deep too.
This one's at 75. Oh, got it.
I've got the small double D coil here, the 5x8. I can cover more ground with the big coil, but where you get the chance to have trash and other stuff going on, I like to be able to separate the targets real well. And here's one that's very bouncy, but I don't hear a lot of iron to it. It could still be junk, but I'll check those out, because some of these, like little kids' rings and stuff like that, they don't hit real clean and consistent all the time. Got a sand scoop here to help, get through some of this. It's better in the water, but here I can just knock out what I'm finding and try to get down to hopefully a good target. And I'll expect to dig a fair amount of little pop tops that hit in the 50s, but if you're skipping those or notching them out, you're potentially notching out jewelry to be the same way. Let's see here. I think I've tossed it up there on the sand. I'm not sure. Try my old pinpointer out. Small, whatever it is. Like a little bitty piece of lead fishing weight. I just dropped it again. That was why it was kind of bouncy. It was a very small piece of lead. I'm not going to try to chase after that, but you'll find a lot of fishing weights and things like that. Even lures along the edge of the water like this. Kids' toys, all kind of stuff where they've been digging in the sand. I put some gloves on here. I've been digging for a little bit so far. Using this scoop sometimes, your hands can get tired by the end of the day. You're also digging in there with your fingers where you might catch a piece of rusty metal of some sort, so that's why I wear them. When I get out there in the water, I'll pitch the gloves, but for now, while I'm hunting up here in the dry stuff, I'll probably keep them on for a bit. Everybody's got their own preference. Some people don't like wearing gloves of any sort. Just my preference for this kind of hunting. But again, I'll shuck them later when we get in the water.
Well, I want to zoom in here. Came up like a 53, probably got some copper in it. Looks to be a little bit coppery, but cute little owl. Nice piece. Looks like a pendant.
Oh, 88? Yeah, 88. Oh, there's one. Haha, dime. Oh, looks like a new dime, too. Yep, 2011. No, sorry, 2001. Great.
There's a target there that's very bouncy, chirpy. You know, I'd say that's got iron in it, but one quick way, I'll just hit the iron audio and something like that and check it. A lot of times that's bottle cap or something that's got some steel in it. That tells me right away that that's got iron in it. Without it, it's still broken enough that I know it's not a coin, but just to check and see if it's something else. There's your iron. Let me go ahead and dig and see what we got there. It sounds shallow. Yeah, we got whatever it is. Yeah, it's rusted, nasty old bottle cap. So that's one good use of the iron audio. Definitely check out some of the targets. The coins, you really are not going to get any kind of iron sound like that, so that'll help you distinguish some of your junk targets. But pick it all up. At the end of the day, we're going to haul it off to the trash cans here and get rid of it. Aluminum, hop tops, all that junk. We don't want the kids stepping on it, so that's one of the services you do with the beach hunting out here.
49.53. Pretty big. It's really deep, like 8 inches or so. Okay, this way a little bit. Nickel. So that jewelry came up the same as this nickel did. Don't pass up the little stuff.
$54, $53, about 6 inches down. All right. Ah. Oh. Nickel.
I think I'm about ready to get in the water. I'm working up a good sweat now. It's starting to get hot. It's supposed to be up in the 90s today, but there's a good higher tone, 85, pretty consistent. Dimes are usually around 81, so I'd guess this is probably a quarter, but I guessed wrong before, but we'll see. Got it, whatever it is. And that's a quarter. Yeah, in this kind of soil, the target ID is real good on coins. You know, red 85, 86. That's generally where these US quarters, the clads will be. US dimes will be around 81. Pennies a little bit lower than that. Got quite a few quarters and dimes so far. A lot of nickels. You know, reading around 52, a little bit higher, a little bit lower sometimes depending on what they're sitting in, but this gold is obviously good for gold, so it's real hot on nickels to do. I probably got half a dozen nickels. You know, a lot of times you don't get as many nickels as you do pennies or dimes, let's say, but a lot of nickels out here today, so it's singing out pretty sweet on those. But I think it's about time to get in the water.
85. 6 inches down. Yeah. All right. I've got it already. Look at that. Quarter.
You need the basket?
Yeah.
Here, I'll just push it back for you. I got a clam in there I found a while ago.
It's pretty shallow. I think it's in here. Oh my gosh, look, y'all.
What? Oh, you got a ring.
Uh-huh.
Is that silver?
I don't know. Look, I got a mussel too.
That's that clam thing I had in there.
Huh.
That's a man's ring.
Yeah.
Is it?
Looks like it's part silver. I came up
Yeah.
like silver.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Awesome.
Nice ring, huh? That's a big man's ring. Get the size of that thing.
Okay, you got my little ring beat so far now.
Cool.
You're it. Awesome. Well, obviously we moved out of the water here at this first swimming hole we're at today. We'll probably hit another one later, but we're going to work this for a while. I'm not planning on diving under today, so I've got regular headphones on, my adapter. So if I was, I'd put the blue ones on. But this is a handy little contraption. You get your target in the basket, you know it's out of the ground. You just dump it in there, and it'll sift itself while you're walking along through the waves. It just kind of rocks back and forth, and what's left is a coin or a target or a ring or whatever you've got left. Our buddy Rusty let us borrow that. And the cool thing is it clips right onto this Garrett pouch. You've got these molly attachments where you just snap it on there, let it trail behind you. And I've punched holes in this guy here so the water runs right out of the holes in the bottom. Otherwise you got a big ballooned up pouch. And I don't want to keep this on land and have dirt running down my legs, but in the water it's great to let the water just sift right out of it. Everybody's got their own preference, but that so far it's worked pretty good for me.
I'm glad this detector's so light. My arm would get tired in this water. It's harder to move in the water.
Got it. It's like a bunch of clay stuff down there. I hear something. A dime. Chase those dimes around for a while before you actually get them out of there.
I love that I can just drop that in the water. Reading anything anymore, I must have it. Look at this. I love that little design. My dad found one like this with a similar design but smaller, so I have him beat.
This thing's 84, 87, back and forth, but then it's kind of scratchy and bouncy, so it could be something, maybe a piece of jewelry, there's two pieces of things together. Combination metals, basically. One's reading high and one's reading low. I don't hear anything, so I think it's in here. Or it could just be a beat up coin that's kind of bouncy. So, check, make sure nothing's in the basket here. If not, then I feel reasonably certain it's in here. Sift it out a little bit, break up the clay. That's a quarter that's just worn out and it's bouncing around a good bit. Wait a minute. No, it's not a quarter, it's a 5 centavos, 1955. Mexican coin. That's weird. It was hitting real high in the mid 80s, kind of like a quarter, but then it was a little bit scratchy, so looks like a quarter. So you see the centavos on there.
Seems like 8 or 10 inches. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it out. It's a high end, 86, 90, you know?
Quarter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I knew something was down there. I was going to get it out.
I'd like one more ring, but I should be happy with what I have. Guess you always want more though, that's why you keep going, right?
There's something there. It's bouncing around the mid 40, 50s, 40s. Kind of bouncy, but Don't hear any iron. Okay, got it. I saw something for a minute and it dropped out. I just grabbed it because I know I saw it fall out. Ow! The earring. I don't know, it's like a little costume dog or butterfly or something. I saw it in the basket. It was all shiny and sparkly. I was excited, and almost said something I shouldn't have said. That stupid thing went right through the bottom of the basket, went right through the grates. It got sideways like that. You can see whatever the clasp was on the back came out. Normally that'll catch dimes, pennies, and everything else, but this thing just got sideways enough that it went right through the holes. And I saw the flash of it, and I knew it was there, so I scanned again and got it. Lucky there. That's cool. Here's another one I got here that's reading 46, 47, 48. Not too deep. Do here at pinpoint. It's fairly shallow, less than 4 inches. Push it down deep enough here. Sometimes you got to follow through a little bit deeper. Chase after them a couple times to get them out. Just depends on how long they've been there. The recent finds are easy to scoop up. Okay, it sounds quiet, so let's sit through here and see what we got. And it's a pop top. It's a twisted one. That's why it read a little different than it would normally read. Thought for a minute that was going to be something good, like a ring. We've got like a screaming 87, 88 right here. And I've already been over this area before, but what you show with this small 5x8 double D is you just go back and forth and work up and down these areas. And you got to really slow down and listen for the targets. Just that little zip and zing of the good targets. You can go back over an area and you'd be surprised if it's a productive spot. You may find stuff right where you found stuff earlier and you thought you'd worked it over. But it's hard to work out an area thoroughly. You just got to go at it nice and slow. Keep going back and forth. And it sounded like a quarter, but guess what? It is a ring. And I swear I've been over this spot before. That just shows with that small double D. Go back, work it slow, just keep it moving along. You know, it's got good speed and all that, but here you want to keep it slow just to hear all those deeper targets. That's a nice, probably silver ring. I mean, it hit way up high, 87, 88. Nice. That would not be good for somebody's foot. So always, always, always take your trash out, whatever you dig out of there. I got glasses and other odd stuff, but Hot Wheels, the junk stuff. Get that junk metal out. Get that in just a second. You know, pull tabs and things like that. A couple of bottle caps I dug, knowing what they were, just to get them out of there, or else I could see them. The foil and the pull tabs like that, you got to dig them because that's where your rings and your gold are. You can't skip that stuff. This is a public area out here we've moved to. You can see it's a swimming beach. And the good thing about the summer and doing water hunting out here, in Texas, most of the time the water is going to be down. So where people have been throughout most of the year, there's a lot of exposed sand out here. We can work along these shores. And even out in the swimming holes, it's not nearly as deep right now since it's kind of a drought going on. So we can wade out here where it might have been 4 feet deep and it may only be 2 feet deep today. So we're going to work some of the shallows and see if we can find some more stuff here. Try to throw a few tips at you here and there as we go along. That's about 81 or so. That's kind of where some of these coins have been ridden. Problem is there's so much clay in here, it's hard to tell if we got anything or not in the basket. Yeah, it's dime. It read 81, so I kind of figured that's what that'd be. This clay is kind of nasty. Where we were digging earlier is a little bit easier, but there's rocks up here. So there's a wide variety of digging terrains when you get out here in some of these swimming beaches. But bottom line is people are always losing stuff out here.
87.
Wasn't reading too high, at around 60. A lot of mud. Football pendant.
Okay, I guess you don't always need a metal detector to find treasure. I look down in the water. It's probably about 3.5 inches of water. And look what's down there.
There's a piece of iron. not detecting that. I don't care about it, but as long as we're out here, we're going to pick up all this trash we can.
My name is Joline Cormier. This is my first time detecting with the AT Pro. And today I found about $1 in coins. And we found in total probably 7 or 8 rings. These are the 2 rings that I found. I also found 2 little medallions, sports medallions I believe. And it was a very good day. Very good day.
I'm Sue Wilson with Garrett Metal Detectors, and we just got through having a fun day doing a little treasure hunting. Very productive day at a couple of different locations today. I found a nice man's spinner ring, a little pendant, a necklace, and some change. Good day all in all. It was a great day. We had a great time. It was fun.
All right, we're wrapping up a fun day here. Sue and Joline kind of went through what they found. Everybody's found some jewelry. It's been great. I think I ended up with 4 different rings here. One of them looks to be gold with a stone in it. A couple of big men's rings. One's kind of a kid's ring. Religious piece, a cross there. And then a lottery token, which was kind of cool. And then an old Mexican coin from 1955. Got a little charm with some letters on it. Probably would have been on a necklace that a kid lost with their name on it. So a lot of neat odds and ends. The usual stuff. We got Hot Wheels and some other stuff we didn't necessarily put on the table. But we all found some jewelry. We all had a good time. And the odd thing was the find of the day was Mr. McKenzie, our cameraman. Brian happens to look down the water and just bird dogs a nice piece of jewelry there. It's stamped 14 karat gold on there. So not a bad day for him. And I didn't even use a metal detector. But that just goes to show, keep your eyes open when you get the machine, listen to the machine, and you never know what you're going to stumble across. But hopefully you guys had a good time watching some of this, and we'll see you in the field next time. I got it! I got it!